Well, hello, my name's Ken Farr. I'm a dendrologist with the Canadian Forest Service of Natural Resources Canada, and today we're here in the Arboretum of the Central Experimental Farm here in Ottawa to select some trees that you might find useful for planting in the urban forest in and around the place where you live. This is a red maple, Acer rubrum. It's one of about 10 species of maples that grow in Canada, several of which show up consistently in the urban forest. The one species you'd think of, sugar maple, Acer saccharum, is actually not a very good urban tree. It doesn't do well in drought, it doesn't like salt, and it doesn't like compacted soil, which is what one tends to find in urban sites. The red maple is a fairly good urban tree. More often than not now you'll find a hybrid of silver maple and red maple, which is called a Freeman maple. But this is one of the starting points for that hybrid, red maple. And it's interesting in that this is a fairly old tree. It's probably 100 years old or more. And you can start to see the consistency of the bark, which is actually very characteristic from one species to another. And this tree has long fissured strips of bark that are loose at one end. As noted, you're not likely to see a tree this old in most urban landscapes, in that they've been constructed more recently, but it gives you a good idea of how magnificent these trees become with age and also how big they become. So as you can see from the foliage, beautiful red color in the autumn, part of the reason it's called a red maple. Also, the flowers in the spring have red petals, and the buds are red in the spring as well, so aptly named. So a red maple.
If you like this video, let us know with a thumbs up. Click on the logo below to subscribe to the Simply Science channel and click the bell icon to be notified when we upload new videos.